Hello everyone, a very happy 2018 to you. I myself am very excited about this year, so would you guys also be there. The excitement is because 2018 is a harbinger of good news, whether it is your health, whether it is your wealth, or whether it is your prosperity. But what is more important in your life is the wisdom that you apply of the astrological predictions to your life. As you all must have realized by now that I believe in helping people create their own prophecies rather than live predictions. Now I want to clarify before I start with the monthly predictions this year. I want you all to understand that the predictions that I do or the things that I write, I give you all as guidelines to follow, and when you apply those guidelines to your life is what makes you healthy, wealthy and wise. My predictions are based on the solar as well as the lunar calculations, but at times we work with our intuitions also, that what is the best for every zodiac or what is the best for you guys out there. Now you must, while understanding these predictions or while adhering to these predictions, listen to the zodiac sign in which your solar energy is. That means which is your sign, whether it is a Capricorn or whether it is an Aries or Taurus or Geminis, etc. Now then you must also listen carefully to the zodiac in which your moon is placed. Having got your personalized charts made, you all would be definitely aware of where is your sun and where is your moon placed. Like when I am giving my own calculations to my clients, I not only give them what is expected of them, whether it is their destiny or talents, I also help them know where is the sun placed, where is your moon placed, and where are the other planets placed in your zodiac, and how you need to follow them. How you need to understand that if a particular planet is in a particular sign, what does it do to an individual. I am sure you all will understand now that while listening to my predictions, you must carefully adhere to the zodiac sign in which your sun is placed and also adhere to the sign in which your moon is placed, because my guidelines for you are based on both the sun and the moon placements. I hope that will be clear to you and it will be much helpful. January and February for you Cancers. Well, I'm sure you all must have carefully adhered to what I had written for the year that is ahead for you. And as I had said in my introductions earlier, that this year is a very productive and a very fruitful year. So how you sow your seeds is what you reap. So ensure that in spite of all the shaky starts, your seeds are well sown in January and February. So Cancer, for you, the January and the February horoscopes indicate that it could be a shaky start, but the way they say slow and steady wins the race. If you are slow and deliberate, the steadiness will come automatically. Accumulation of wealth is going to come as the months are increasing in 2018. So make sure that your seeds are sown well, you have done your homework well, and you have deliberately put your focus and concentration in your work. Now, speech may depict hints of pride and arrogance. See what happens with Cancerian, a little bit of things start going good is where their communications start to going down, because they feel so secure and that normally they will never talk rudely or rashly, but when they are secure, it is like a defense mechanism for them that their speeches go bad, and that is where the relationships go bad. So ensure that your communication skills are cultivated in January and February so that the following up months you face no problems. Debts should neither be taken nor given in January, February, and as cash flow remains inconsistent with an expected rise in the expenses. Now, how do I take this line? I figure it out this way, that we have cash at our disposal, but where we spend should be wisdom, or where we spend it prudently is what is expected in this month. So career sees a very bright picture with better professional prospects ahead. Your energy level will remain satisfactory throughout the months. Money is likely to be spent on family members or your spouse. Domestic environment may face minor disruptions because of intrusions from other people. So it's very important that you know whom you want people to, whether you want people to be intrusive in your affairs or not, and make a very clear-cut decision politely, letting others know not to be intrusive in your family. So domestic environment may face minor disruptions if you allow other people's intrusiveness. Children are expected to be energetic and full of stamina. You will develop an aggressive outlook towards life in general, and spirituality takes a backseat. But by this spirituality, I mean ritualistic. So don't be ritualistic. Your work is your worship, and that is going to be very fruitful and bring in that peace and happiness or harmony in your mind and heart. Some business related travels will definitely be undertaken this month, but may not prove to be much fruitful. So while going for business trips, in your mind you should be doing what is the best and not expect things. Don't be overconfident that the things will happen, but don't be underconfident either. Take a balanced approach, try your best and leave the rest to God. Or maybe the things turn out to be very good for you, or maybe you're saved from certain grave situation which you may be thinking are fruitful. So trust your higher energies. So where your career is concerned, it actually denotes stability throughout the year. But at the same time, January and February is where all the changes that you want to make in your career should be made. So like these are like seeds that you have sown, and then you nurture them for the next 2 months, and then you reap the harvest for the rest of the months. So for 8 months it's harvesting time for you and having bountiful, but provided you have made your changes and sown your seeds well now. There is a change of job if you are interested in. Your sincerity and hard work will get noticed by the people or those who matter, those who are higher in authority, leading to a cordial relationships with them. Relationships with colleagues, however, may not be up to the mark, but give it some time. Chances of salary hikes seem very, very bright. New projects may bring about rosy incentive and rewards. For business persons, gains in business might not be up to your expectations, but just give it a reality check. Maybe your expectations are too high. As long as you are not going into the red, but going into the green, and you are still making your profits, is what you need to be thankful for. And this is a period where your reputation can be harmed if you do not keep your words in check. So it's very important for you to develop your communication skills. So the advice for you is work with complete dedication and enthusiasm. Your hard work is likely to be beneficial for you as well as the company you work for, or if you have your own company, expansion is actually not only visualized, but it's actually going to manifest. How well you consolidate that expansion is completely dependent on your concentration and focus. What about your relationships? Well, the horoscope for love and marriage does show a rosy picture, yet it is not a complete focus. So chances are, because your work will be taking most of your time, it's important that if you want your relationships to be strong, people around you, whether they're your friends or your partners, need to know that how busy you are going to be. Lack of mutual understanding might hurt the very foundation of your relation. So mutual understanding is important. Having a heart-to-heart communication is very important. So January, February, actually your relationships will only work if you keep your communication lines open. And if you don't keep yourself open and your communication lines are still wobbled, chances are that throughout the year you may feel a lack of relationship or affection. But it's nobody's fault, only your own, because you didn't keep your communication lines open. So the advice for you is, in January and February, it's important to speak your heart out patiently, not aggressively. If we come to your money and finances, well, the horoscope predicts that this is a period of caution and expansion. That means when you are treading carefully, money is bound to follow. If you are treading aggressively and spending on frivolous things, thinking that you are doing things for the business, chances are things may backfire. So be rational. Right, partnerships may turn sour and you may face deceit during this period. So whomsoever you partner with, it's very important for you to keep your ears and eyes open. As long as the partnership is crystal clear and is black and white, nothing bad will happen to you. But if you're going to have too much of trust, like they say, over trust or overdoing of anything, is bound to have bad results. So to save yourself, now that you know that deceit can happen, you have to be more clear and more transparent. Hence, be very careful and use your own wisdom instead of relying on the advice of people. A legal issue might demand heavy expenditures from you. Investing in stock market may gain some, you may have some gains through it. And these gains are coming only after 15th of February, and they will prove to be very profitable for you. Expenses should be kept in check, as cash flow is expected to be inconsistent. But on an average, I see an abundance. Now, where your health and your family is concerned, it is important that take care of the minor ailments. Don't try to neglect them. Don't, because there is a climatic change from January, February and onwards. So it's important that you pay attention to all the chest related problems which may worsen due to the changing of weather. Lack of peace of mind is also denoted, but this lack and peace of mind comes when you don't do a thorough introspection or make a proper criteria that these are the things I need to meet, these are the things I need to change. When you take a lazy attitude towards things, mental stress is bound to come. So be alert, be invigorated, get your energy levels high, and above all, trust yourself, trust your mind and heart, and things will definitely go well. Domestic environment may not be quite pleasing. Some differences and misunderstandings are likely to crop up with people who are either elder to you or with people whom you consider as very close relationships. So maybe they are undergoing their own problems or turbulence in their own life or mind, but let not their words affect you so that you don't retaliate. So either you understand them or you keep your distance from them to maintain the harmony in your mind and body. So the advice for you is, with winters around and with the outgoing of the winters in some places, proper care should be taken in terms of your clothes and your eating habits. Meditating every day for at least 15 minutes should bring you the peace of mind and relieve mental stress as well. This is most important for the Cancerians. 15 minutes. If you cannot do 15 minutes, even 5 minutes of closing your eyes and delving inwardly is going to help you sow the seeds healthy so that the oncoming months are more productive for you. And as usual, for your best days, your money days, your honey days, your career days, and the days that you need to avoid doing anything important, please visit my website. And for knowing where your sun is based or where your moon, natal moon is based, it'll be a good idea if you can get your natal and personalized charts made.